PNP Winters McIntosh declared winner of Chester Castle Division in Hanover following recount. The People's National Party PNP Winters McIntosh has been declared the winner of Chester Castle Division in Hanover Eastern following the official counting of ballots from Monday's local government election. Initially, the preliminary count showed that the Jamaica Labour Party's JLP, Kadeen Miles Campbell, a retired educator, received 1,115 votes to 1,098 by McIntosh, a lecturer of the Nakalva College. A final count of the 27 boxes was conducted by returning officer Hermina Butner and her team at the Sandy Bay Community Center on Tuesday, which showed that McIntosh received a tally of 1,195 votes to Miles Campbell 114. McIntosh was therefore declared the winner of the division. The result would mean that if there is no further change following other recounts in the parish, the PNP would have won all 7 seats in the division in the Hanover Municipal Corporation, 4 in Hanover Western and 3 in Hanover Eastern, giving that party full control of the local authority. 7 shot, 3 fatally at West Morland Bar. 7 persons were shot 3 fatally at a bar in West Morland on Wednesday morning. The deceased men have been identified as shop owner Everett Rowe of Rome, Kemar Smith otherwise Colbini, and Andre MacDonald, both of Gully Bank, Savannah in the parish. Reports from the police are that all 7 victims were patrons at Pixie Bar. While there, a white Toyota Probox motorcar allegedly drove up and stopped. 2 men reportedly later alighted from the vehicle armed with handguns and opened gunfire in the direction of the patrons, who scampered in different directions. When the shooting subsided, Rowe was seen outside on the ground with gunshot wounds to the upper body. Smith was also found with gunshot wounds to the upper body, while MacDonald was found with gunshot wounds to the head and upper body. Both Smith and MacDonald were found inside the bar. A female victim later discovered that she received a gunshot wound to the left eye and a glaze to the right side. Another injured man got shot in his right arm, while another received shots in his neck and abdomen. All 7 victims were transported to the Savannah Public General Hospital. MacDonald and Smith were pronounced dead on arrival, while Reed succumbed to his injuries whilst undergoing treatment. 2 men charged over Old Harbour gun attack remanded. 2 men charged for a gun attack and another in Old Harbour, St. Catherine, were remanded when they appeared before the parish court. Javon James and Brian Knight are charged with possession of a prohibited weapon and unauthorized possession of ammunition and shooting with intent. The court was informed that the case file is incomplete. The matter was subsequently transferred to the gun court for mention on March 26. Allegations are that on February 5th, the complainant was walking along Burke Road in Old Harbour when he was pounced upon by the accused, who fired shots at him. The man ran and made a report at the Old Harbour police station. The police responded and seized several spent casings from the scene. An investigation by the police led to the arrest and eventual charge of both men. PNP Silvan Reed alleges vote buying cost him Salt Spring, JLP rejects claim. Even as he declared that he was awaiting the official count in Salt Spring St. James before conceding that he had lost the division, the PNP Silvan Reed on Tuesday alleged that vote buying had played a major role in the results. He said there is no disquiet in the division, as some believe the victory by the Jamaica Labour Party Gregory Harris has not been earned. I am confident that vote buying played about 98% of it, and then the other 2% we believe something went wrong, we told reporters. Vote buying is illegal, but reporters says nothing to indicate that it occurred. Harris meanwhile had rubbish Reed's accusation. I have no idea as to what he is saying. Tell him that he cannot use what he does to try and put on me. We don't do those things. I don't even want to entertain that, he insisted. What we do is to go out and canvass our enumerations. We know who our voters are, and on the day we go and we take them out. That is how we operate, he added. In preliminary result based on data from the Electoral Office of Jamaica, with 27 of 29 boxes counted, Harris had best Reed at 237 votes. According to Reed, he will decide on his political future once the final results are in. I will see later what happens, and then I will make a decision, he told reporters. In 2016, both men were separated by 19 votes, but a magisterial recount later determined that Reed was the winner. He was, however, booted from the St. James Municipal Corporation in 2020 on the grounds that he had missed 3 consecutive meetings without providing a valid reason. Monday's vote was on his chance to redeem himself with the voters who, he said, before the polls had encouraged him to contest the seat. Now he said they will also have to see in what he does next after the official results come in. Anything the people say, it is what I'll do, Reed stated. He told reporters that his supporters were devastated at the preliminary results that indicated he lost to Harris. It's terrible, it's devastating for the people knowing that they put out everything to ensure that it works, Reed stated. The poll was showing that I was leading in 2 polls, and the people turned out in a way that I've never seen it before. They just can't understand, he added. He said that he had put up the work to secure his victory and that he is in disbelief as the result. Our operation on the ground was unprecedented and unquestionable. Nobody at all would believe what we heard last night would be the result. We're trying to figure out what went wrong, Reed said. He is now worried that ears which supported his candidacy, especially Make It Up, could be sidelined by those on the other side of the political divide. That era would always be suffering from water and from different amenities in their community. Now that's my disappointment, because there are other aspects of the division, when I was there, that voted green every time, and we still go in there and do work for the people, he stated. My gut is now telling me that we're looking down a barrel of almost 4 years of sufferation from the people of Salt Spring if the results are not changed, added Reed. His hands were up. Some residents of the inner city community are disputing the security forces version of how a man who was killed meters from the polling station died on election day. Peter Johnson was shot dead after allegedly engaging members of the security forces in a shootout about 1:30 p.m. along Kodak Drive in Flanker, St. James. Flanker is in the Montego Bay Northeast Division, part of the constituency of St. James Northwestern. Unfortunately, we had an incident at this location where a man challenged the security personnel, and based on what the joint team were trained to do, the man was fatally shot and an illegal firearm recovered, Assistant Commissioner of Police in charge of Area 1 Clifford Chambers told journalists at the scene. According to Chambers, the man had been on the police radar for some time. The person who was shot, I've since learned, is a person of interest and has been the subject of several joint police-military operations for a period of time, and he has featured in several shootings and murders in this particular space here in the wider St. James Division, stated ACP Chambers. However, expletive-hurling residents who gathered at the scene countered the police version of the shooting. The man hold up in 2 hand him did a surrender, said one woman who asked not to be named. I kill the youth, and then them a come say him have gun pan him, she continued. A wicked them wicked. Johnson's mother, who also opted not to be named, questioned cops' labeling of her son as a wanted man. Where wanted business come from? As him mother, wouldn't I know it? He asked incredulously. I am asking the police about it and nobody not saying anything about it, she lamented. She explained that she was downtown Montego Bay when she heard about the incident and rushed home only to get confirmation that one of her 2 children had died. Her daughter was inconsolably. Comfort provided by friends and relatives was not enough to stop her tears. Johnson's mother said her son spent most of his time inside and had only ventured outside to vote. You think wanted man go come out go vote? She asked. She said the last time she saw her son alive, he had playfully removed his orange-colored rubber bracelet, insisting that she needed to change her vote. She said news of his death was the last thing she expected to hear. Dr. Horace Strong, the Member of Parliament for St. James Northwestern, gave an assurance that the issue was being handled. Dr. Chung is also the Minister of National Security. There was an incident with the security forces and a gentleman was killed. I have no conclusion from it. INDECOM, Independent Commission of Investigations, and the investigating officers are here investigating the situation to determine how and what happened, he stated. Dr. Chung noted, however, that the committee had been peaceful for some time before Monday's incident. Flanker has been pretty quiet, especially this year. They have not had an incident for many years, and unfortunately, it happened today at a particular space where we don't know of anything like this happening right in front of the polling station, he said. INDECOM confirmed that it is looking into the incident with Director of Complaints at its Western Region, Errol Chateau, telling the media that they have received the security forces version and are now carrying out their investigations. Dr. Chang said the incident briefly impacted some voters' ability to exercise their franchise. Voting was delayed for about an hour, but the voters have been out here for some time, and in the law, once they are here and are in the line to go in, they should be allowed to go inside, he assured. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.